Hello, hello, I am Jim Bob, and welcome to another episode of our Williams career here on F1 Manager 22. We're at rounds 19 and 20. We're going to COTA, the Circuit of the Americas in Texas, in the United States, and following that, we'll be heading across the border to Mexico City and concluding our stream there. How you doing, Anthony? Good to see you. My day has been okay, thanks for asking. We stumbled into some points last time out when we probably didn't really deserve them, but things kind of went our way a little bit. So we have closed the gap to Haas to just 2 points in the championship now. We are 9th with 14 points, Haas are 8th with 16 points. And with 4 races to go, we have a very real possibility now, if we get lucky, of actually taking 8th place in the Constructors, which would be huge. The fact that we have Pierre Gasly in our driver lineup now is also a big boost for us. That's really going to help us out. If we take a look at the drivers' standings, you can see Pierre himself is at 10th, 35 points in total. Most of those obviously scored for AlphaTauri. Teo is in 15th with 4 points of his own. It's not been too bad a little season, really. And you can see Alex Albon in 18th with 2 points that he scored for us before he went to replace Gasly at AlphaTauri. We've done all of our prep last time before we finished the episode, so let's go straight into setting our targets. We're going to be able to reach Q2 with Gasly, probably not with Porsche. This is going to be a very tough race for us, this one. Our car is not great, and we have no more upgrades to bring on the car this season. So all we can do is just try and tough it out now for the rest of the season and try and pick up a few points here and there where we can. I am going to go for minimum guarantees just on the off chance that we can actually pick up some extra little bits of cash, which will be useful. In terms of circuit info, as you can see, this is a mixture of high and low speed corners, with just one medium speed corner thrown in there as well. This is really not going to do our car any good. If we take a look at our car, you can see that we are pretty poor across the board. We're at 17th, which means we're second worst team on speed. Medium speed and high speed isn't, horrific, but it's not great. Our top speed under DRS isn't too bad. Our dirty air, medium and high speed's okay. Everything else is worst on the grid. So yeah, this is going to be a rough race. This is also a race that absolutely shreds soft tyres, so we have to make sure that we save the hard tyres from practice so that we have 2 sets of hard tyres available for the race. How you doing, Jeremy? So let's jump on across.
Welcome to the United States Grand Prix. We're in Austin, but there are no wild cowboys on the track this weekend, just some serious horsepower. It's sure to be a race to remember. The Circuit of the Americas has it all. Twists and turns, steep climbs, fast corners, and a power-hungry Sector 2. Quite a headache to balance, even if teams will be looking at maximising downforce overall. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the teams. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Is my mic muted? Yes, it is. I've been talking for nearly 10 minutes, and yeah, I've been muted the whole time. I feel so stupid. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. Hello to you, and hello to Anthony. I've been chatting away, and no one's been able to hear what I've been saying. It's not been that interesting, so... I do feel a little bit stupid. You will hear random fireworks going off outside. It's been happening randomly, just the odd single firework going off pretty close outside my house for the last 2-3 hours. So you might hear loud bangs every now and again. Right, so just to reiterate, we've thrown Logan into the car because this is his home Grand Prix, so we couldn't not put him in there, really. Nope. Another loud bang. Prediction for races tonight. Poor and maybe even poorer. We'll have to see. COTA, we're not going to do very well at all. Such as the poor cornering performance of our car. There are a lot of corners on this circuit. Mexico City is a shorter circuit. It's a faster circuit. Less cornering involved in that one. We might do a little better there, but I think we're really going to struggle here. I know I said that we were going to struggle at Suzuka and Singapore, and we actually came away with points at both of those, but safety car interventions were the only way that we got out of that one. Oh, that's a really strong start with Logan's car there, 99%. Wait for Teo's feedback. Actually, we'll call Logan straight in because he is literally just setting the car up. He's not getting track knowledge.
Where do you need help in terms of balance for switches?
But yeah, this is going to be rough, this race. Even with a safety car, I don't think we're going to do very well. We're going to be slow through the corners. It's a very long DRS straight. Where we're just going to get overtaken. It's going to be as wide as well. It's hard to defend. So I can see us just falling to the back very early and staying near the back. Alright, so we just need to change the toe. Is that too much? Let's just go with one click. We can always make another click afterwards. We do need to change the tyres because, as I was saying earlier, whether you heard it or not, I don't know, this circuit absolutely shreds soft tyres. So we need to make sure that these hard tyres, that we don't use those and we save those for the Grand Prix itself. Because you only carry one set of hard tyres through, and normally I use 4 sets of softs, 1 set of mediums and 1 set of hards in my 3 practice sessions. In this one we're going to be using up 5 sets of softs and 1 set of mediums, and that'll give us 2 sets of mediums for the race and then 2 sets of hards for the race as well, which we are desperately going to need. We also need to reduce the run plan slightly because the tyres won't manage 18 laps. So we'll change that to 17. How's Teo getting on? Lots of penalties. Lots of component penalties. That will help move us up the grid a bit. Bottas, Perez, Alonso, Verstappen, Albon. Wow, lots of penalties. Schumacher, Norris, Vettel and Stroll, all with penalties. They're all going to be component penalties because we've had no incidents, unless one's a carryover from the last race maybe, but yeah, it's a lot of drivers moving down the order there. So we might start a little further up than we would expect normally. How you doing, Packins?
Oh, we've had a spin.
Oh, Ocon's had a wobble. Alright, so what do we need to do for Porsche's car? I haven't even actually seen what his rating is yet. 87%, that's okay. Could be better. We'll drop the front wing down a little bit. Braking stability is going to need to change a fair bit. Traction is going to need to change quite a bit as well, so we're going to make that a 2.8. Rear wing is spot on, so that's fine. We have tweaked it ever so slightly with the changes we've already made. We can hopefully tweak that back a little bit. Let's give that a go. See how that does. So once again, change for a new set of softs, change the run plan to 17 laps, because that's effectively all the tyres are going to handle. .5 AM train, yeah, early morning trains are an experience. It's rough getting there, but the trains are usually very quiet, so you have plenty of choice of seats, and given the typical British practice of avoiding contact with people wherever possible, it's unlikely someone will sit in the same booth as you. It's a great way to get a table to yourself. I am well tonight, thank you for asking. Getting pumped because we're almost at the end of the season. Just these two races, and then tomorrow night will be the finale of Season 1 for Williams. We'll delay Haas for a couple of days and we'll finish the season off tomorrow for Williams. So we'll get Brazil and Abu Dhabi done tomorrow night. And then we'll do some end of season manoeuvring in terms of some signings, and then we will end at that point. And then all of the other stuff, the beginning of the season, changing of engine suppliers if desired, setting of sponsorship, all that kind of jazz, that will all start next week, as we will move to single episode live view races where we don't speed things up. Am I going to get Humankind on console when it comes out? Probably not. I've got such a big backlog of games that I need to play, plus I'm still playing Fireteam with some friends. I've still got to go back to F122, which I haven't touched since I started playing this. I've got Championship Manager coming out next month. I need to get back onto Construction Simulator and start doing some more stuff on that. It's unlikely I'm going to be adding yet another game into the mix, on top of what I've just mentioned, plus my insanely large library of untouched games that I've got. It is a bit of a busy time. How you doing, Mr. Water? I didn't actually see you pop in earlier. I spent this afternoon actually doing some new thumbnails for this series as well. So got all those put onto the existing races. I've got one prepped ready for when this one is rendering once it finishes and goes up on the channel. And then I'm going to start looking at doing some thumbnails for other stuff as well, which I've been very lazy with that recently. Alright, we've got Logan to 100% on that car. That's fantastic. Gasly's going to be very happy with that. And he's hit his 500 point total, so we'll call him in, and that's the end of running for Logan at the American Grand Prix.
How was the balance?
Okay, Porsche is at 86. That's not great. A bit more work is needed. A few little tweaks and some tinkering when the car gets back in the garage.
Fail 84, please. Fail 84.
Okay, so let's have a look at what we need to do to get this setup nailed. Okay, so we've gone the wrong way with braking stability by the look of it. Or, no, it's going to be somewhere in the middle by the look of it, I think. I can't pull that in any further. I can use toe to pull that in, actually. Let's go there. I'll get the feeling it's going to be this side, actually. Front wing's fine. Roll bar is okay. The toe and everything else looks okay. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll see how that works. So we're going to go with another set of softs. We'll go with a 17 lap run. Change the pace. Gasly just needs to run. We're going to go with a long run on mediums. It says they'll do 26 laps. Yeah, we can squeeze a little bit more than that out of them. Actually, no, because of that, I'm going to actually start him on softs, because I know I can maybe squeeze 20 laps out of a set of softs with the change to driving pace. So let's go that way and just get him to run as long as we can. And then just call him in for a top up of fuel and some fresh tyres. Alright.
The radio is good? You can hear me, yeah?
Radio check, okay. Radio check, okay.
Let's send out Gasly first. It sounds like you missed a couple of streams. Yesterday we ran at Singapore and then Suzuka. Gasly was in both of those, and the stream before that we ran at Zandvoort, which was Albon's last race, and then we managed to find Gasly in time for Monza. So it sounds like you missed a couple. But they're on the channel, so if you are interested, you can go back and watch them. I wonder how far off the pace we're going to be. I mean, the good thing, it's a good and bad thing, the fact that there's so many penalties on the grid. The good thing is we're going to get a nice little bump in starting positions, potentially, depending on how severe those penalties are. The bad thing is that, depending on what component's been swapped out, a lot of guys are going to be potentially significantly faster if they've got brand new engines. How you doing, Farah? I will forgive you for sleeping. Oh, for those of you that missed it, I did actually platinum the game at the weekend last week. I stayed up, very late on Saturday night, Sunday morning, or was it Sunday night? I think it was Saturday night, Sunday morning. I just stayed up very late and I was half falling asleep, but I managed to finally get it done. Platinum number 50 this game, so it is done and dusted. In terms of trophy hunting, it's in the bag. We're up to 93% with Teo's car. That's good to see. Making progress. Okay, let's call our drivers in for... Let's call Teo in for a tinker. Apparently we didn't call him in time. He's going around for another lap. Right, so which way did I go last time? Let's go there. Is that going to break my traction? I think it might do. Alright, let's try just doing that and hope that that's enough of a little tweak. Don't think we have the same sort of achievement structure on Xbox. Trophies and achievements are identical. It's just they pay out different scores. So the only thing I think that's different is you don't get a platinum award. You just get... I know you get points for achievements rather than trophies. So like a bronze, I think, might be worth 15 points or whatever it is. But I think the only difference between Xbox and PlayStation is that once you've completed the trophy list, you then get a platinum on top. And I don't think you get that with, or an equivalent of that with Xbox. Farah says, I'm a bit behind. I probably don't play rubbish titles for trophies. No, I absolutely loathe the little spam games that are flooding the store. You know, things like My Name is Mayo and just cheap, trophyware games. I can't stand those. I think they're a blight on modern gaming. Oh, I forgot to send that Teo. Oh, I'm not necessarily going to criticise anyone who does play them. I'm certainly going to criticise the companies that just shove them out there just to make a quick buck off people who want those trophies. I'm not a serious trophy hunter. I mean, if I think a platinum trophy is achievable, I will go for it, but more often than not, I don't tend to bother. Yeah, as long as I'm enjoying a game, that's the most important thing. But if I look at the trophy list and I go, all of those I think are achievable, then I will try and get the platinum trophy. Because then it's just like an extra cherry on top. But a lot of games that have multiplayer trophies, I rarely even bother going for the platinums on those, because depending on what the trophies are, some of them can be brutal. And then it just becomes a grind to get the trophy rather than actually having fun playing the game. I mean, Killzone 2 had a horrific trophy list for online trophies. It was horrendous.
And VSC ending. How was the balance?
Oh, we went down with Teo. We're down to 91. It's going to be another one of those sessions where I'm struggling to nail that final little bit of the.
All right, buddy. Good job once again. See you in the office.
That final little bit of the setup again. Yeah, I'm kind of done with cooperative multiplayer. With competitive multiplayer. I'm more about co-op multiplayer now. It's one of the reasons I really enjoyed going for platinum
for another
on
day
Alien
of
Fighting
Formula
Elite.
One action, where practice wraps up and qualifying unfolds. Each team will be looking to build on the progress.
Plus, that game gets really tough, on insane difficulty in places, and so it's a real achievement to complete the campaign on that difficulty. Yeah, so we have gone the wrong way with our braking stability there. So I'm going to have to go like that. Is that going to be enough? It might be enough. We'll give that a try. How much more setup, etc. We need 84. We need 16% more on track knowledge. So one run should be enough. We'll make it a 20-lap run. That'll get us the feedback we need, and hopefully that'll be enough. It'll also get us the remaining 16% we need, and then for track knowledge, and that'll probably be the only run that we do. We might just settle. As for Gasly still needs quite a bit of track knowledge, so I'm going to send him out for 36 laps on these mediums and hope that that's going to be enough. You can always call him in for softs, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Driving options are set. Okay. Send out the
Radio check, can you hear me?
Send out the boys for one final session.
Radio check, okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of burnt out on competitive multiplayer. I used to play a lot of Battlefield when I was a bit younger. I played the crap out of Battlefield 3 to the point where I actually got good at it. You know, very good at it. Not like pro gamer level good at it, but good enough to, you know, be finishing with like a, you know, if I was running a tank, I could finish a map on, you know, running a tank on my own, say Caspian border, I could comfortably get 40 kills and, you know, and maybe half a dozen deaths. But I got so burnt out from just getting so frustrated with myself and with my teammates and squad mates that I just randomly got paired with, that it just started to become not fun. And then games started getting very hacky. Games like Battlefield 4 was full of people who were using, you know, God mode hacks. Same with
VSC.
the first Star Wars Battlefront. You know, it was full of people using God mode, and it just took all the fun out of it, and I just started raging more than I was having fun playing the game, so I just stopped playing that kind of game.
Any comments on balance?
And games like Grand Theft Auto, where Rockstar actively encourages its community to be as toxic as possible to each other, and then wonders why people complained about a toxic fan base, and it just, you know, beggars belief. Alright, did we get 100%? We got 96. That's close enough. We'll leave it at that for Teo. We'll save a little bit of wear and tear on the final parts of the car. And Gasly, will get him up a little bit more. We're going to pull him in because we've got 100% knowledge on the car parts and on the setup. We've got 100 on the setup, haven't we? Yes. We're going to call him in once he gets up to about 86%, because that will still get him the full 15-point bonus. We don't need to push all the way up to 100% track knowledge. Again, it'll just save a little bit of wear on the car. How many races left in the season, including this one? 4.
We've had a crash.
We've got 2 tonight, so this race here at COTA, and then Mexico City after that, and then tomorrow the last 2 races in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and the Yas Marina circuit at Abu Dhabi. Right, it's time to call in Gasly. That will be enough to get him the full 15-point bonus. And now we just wait for the clock to run down. Used to play World of Tanks, the horrible internet you had back in then, plus the play to win killed it for you. Yeah, it's, you know, freemium games like that. Some of them are good, some of them are okay, some of them have horrendous play-to-win mechanics. My absolute favourite little clip that I like to use as the perfect example of pay-to-win mechanics is the fish slapping dance from Monty Python. Whenever someone asks, you know, what do you mean by pay-to-win, I just say, go watch that clip. That is pay-to-win in a nutshell. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you Google fish clapping dance or search it on YouTube. It's a short little 20-30 second skit, and I think it's hilarious, and it perfectly illustrates the problem with pay-to-win mechanics. Do I still play City Skylines? No, I burnt myself out on that. I was playing it so much. I still need 1 trophy for the platinum on that, and so at some point I am going to have to go back and see if I can get that 1 remaining trophy. But yeah, I kind of burnt myself out. I may possibly pick it up again at some point, but
Fail
I
84,
just
please.
have no
Fail 84.
desire to right now. I haven't had for a couple of years now.
Oh, there's a spin!
So, oh wow, it's even more penalties, I think, than before. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 penalties. So 10 drivers on the grid are going to be moving towards the back of the grid. That'll help us with our quali. And we've got a wet quali as well. Ooh, this could be interesting. Right, because we're not going to do amazingly well here, I'm going to save the better engine. And I'm going to run the weaker of the two. This engine here, I'm going to save for Brazil, where we might have a slightly better chance. Because there's more DRS zones on that one. Actually, I might save that for... I'll use that one at Mexico, I think, as well. Because of the long double DRS at the start of the lap. We'll stick with that gearbox. One flying lap. Yes. We time it right. One flying lap. Change these car parts. Let's go with that engine. That ARS module is okay. But we may as well use this one. And then we'll switch to that gearbox as well. Hey, just watched the clip, did you, Farrell? Yeah, exactly what I mean. That is the perfect analogy of pay to win.
Radio check. Radio check.
Copy.
Okay, let's take a look at the track water levels. They're on their way down, then they're due to go up. And then they're going to be on their way down again. So we're going to go straight out. Let's go out with Gasly first, then Porsche right behind him.
Rain now.
Yeah.
And then we might well go out for another run towards the end of the session, because it does look like it might be a bit drier there as well. City Skylines is a game Patkins enjoys, but not chasing achievements. Just trying out new ideas and seeing how it pans out, a bit like Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Yeah, I started chasing the trophies. The one I need is the one where you've got to have 90% happiness for 5 years. Or 95% happiness, whatever it is. You know, it's the hardest one in the game. It's the only trophy I don't have. I've got all the rest. But yeah, that is a brutally tough game for that particular trophy. How you doing, JBS? Good to see you. And then you deleted your hello. Have you gone? Okay, the track is still getting drier. So let's pause, let's reconfigure, go straight back out for another run. I hope we time this right. How you doing, Holt? Oh wow, it looks like the track's actually going to go to dry.
Rain's just stopped.
Okay, well we may as well finish this. Actually, no, there's no point. Too late. They're already on their run. Let's call them in.
Feedback on.
Okay, so we want to be the last ones on the track to stand any chance of actually making it out of the session. Just try and sneak Porsche out ahead of a couple of people if we can. Oh, we might struggle to get Gasly out of Q1 here. We don't have the strongest of engine available for this race either, unfortunately. Saving the better engine for the Mexico and Brazil is more important than this race. Okay, how are we going to do? Porsche gets through. Oh, wow. They both get through. Okay, I was not expecting that at all. Who did we knock out? Zhou. We knocked out Zhou. Zhou does not have a grid penalty, so he might be still running an old engine. 4/10 off Yuki with Teo, that sounds about right. Albon, that's, I'm guessing, his new engine, or new engine part that he's put in. And he's going to be starting behind us because of his penalty. Russell's down the order as well. Maybe he just got a rough run, but... interesting. Okay, we'll do a run on scrubs, and then we'll do our second run on the brand new tyres at the end of the session. We're not going to get out of this session, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of pace we have got.
The radio is good? You can hear me, yeah?
Radio check, okay. Radio check, okay.
Right, let's get a nice clean run here, please. Oh, we're going to get traffic. And we get it in a really bad place as well. Gasly's race has been lap has been compromised quite badly. Porsche, I think, got away with it. Well, yeah, there you are. Gasly was slower than Porsche. Still, that's why I always use scrubs for the first run. No threat of rain for the remainder of the session. So let's get those brand new softs on. We need to time this right. We are way off the pace. I mean, we're going to go faster, but even so, that's still a long way off the pace. Maybe Porsche can get a little bit of a tow from Gasly here.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Oh, Alonso spun on his warm-up. Where's his warm-up? Plus, he's comfortably faster than us, so it wouldn't have affected our chance of getting through. Both drivers are improving. It's good, as they should, with fresh tyres. How much of an improvement are we looking at? Oh, pretty significant. Gasly went over a second faster. Porsche, 0.6 of a second, half a second faster. So 11th and 14th for now. Russell's probably going to jump us. Mick might jump us. There's Russell going ahead. And Tsunoda might well improve as well. Although he has got that penalty. No, Tsunoda's already crossed the line. Tsunoda has not... Oh, no, wait. Tsunoda's just crossed the line. He's jumped Porsche. What about Mick? Mick does not improve. It's Albon who went P10. Okay. I was looking for Gasly. Of course, Gasly's driving for us. So, not bad. We'll gain a few positions. We're 12th and 15th right now. We could try and hang on to wherever we're going to start, but I don't think we've got the pace.
It's time for the final touches here on the grid, ahead of today's race.
Qualifying went well for Williams, as attested by their strong position on the grid. Now it's all about finding that edge for the race itself. Haas proved quite resourceful during qualifying. That puts them...
Yes, we're still locked in that battle with Haas. We are going to look at that strategy, and you can see that the tyres do take a bit of a kicking. So we're going to use that spare extra set of hard tyres that we saved. And we're going to go that strategy. So that is a 128.11 against a 131. You can't trust these things. They just don't work. Look, a 128.11. There's no way we're going to be 3 minutes faster. But that's going to be our strategy. We're going to underfuel by a lap. We're not going to go aggressive at all off the line. Actually, where are we starting? 10th and 8th. Yeah, we're just going to try and stay as high as we can for as long as we can, but we are going to fall down the order. There's no avoiding that, unfortunately.
The drivers there lined up on the grid under mostly sunny skies. There we have Pierre Gasly. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. And looking at the second Williams car. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalise on it? And we're just moments away now. Here we go. It's the United States Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Alright, what kind of start can we get? What kind of tyres is everyone on? Softs and mediums. And we are the only drivers starting on hards. So that's going to make us fall down the order even more.
Very good job.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
Oh, no, one thing. That's what I meant to do. Change the instant.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Same question, race expectations. Poor. We're gonna struggle to stay with any of these guys. This is such a long DRS straight that we're just gonna get swamped. Our top speed is only 17th on the grid, so we've got 9th best car in terms of top speed. Our medium and high speed cornering is 9th on the grid in terms of constructor, and
keep focusing on the pace.
low speed cornering is worse. It's
Position
10th
gains
out
for
of 10.
Alfa Romeo.
So yeah, it's going to be rough, this race. Plus we're starting on hards and everyone else is on mediums and softs, so they're just going to have so much more grip than us. I'm just hoping that we'll be able to come good a little bit later in the stint. But the tyre wear is brutal on this particular circuit. And those soft runners, they're not going to last more than about 15 laps, I think, before they pit. At best. Porsche is down 3 places to 13th. Gasly is down 1 place to 9th, technically down 2 because he did briefly get up to 7th. Oh, and that is Perez spinning, so we're back to where we started, 8th.
Yellow.
But yeah, this is going to be a very painful race for us. The gap is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger with every lap. And I'm not going to stress the car because we do still have 4 races to go, including this one. So I don't want to over push the components we've got left.
DRS enabled.
We'll just basically poodle along our strategy, try and capitalise on a safety car if it comes out, and see where we end up. I'm not expecting points in this race. I like this circuit, it's just unfortunately our car is woefully inadequate for it. The only car that's worse for this circuit than us is the Aston Martin. And I would not be at all surprised if we can just about cling on to 15th. As I said, apart from the Aston Martin, every single car on the grid is faster than us. And we're already 4 seconds behind Bottas.
AlphaTauri gained a place.
And the Ferraris are mighty here. You can see how they're doing. Oh, Hamilton's up there as well.
Alpine just advanced.
Maybe this is a circuit that suits the Mercedes.
Sounds like a spin.
I think Mercedes are pretty good at low speed downforce. And medium speed. I think it's the high speed where they struggle a little bit. Porsche is not on the back of this little train, but he is holding up another little train of his own, which has got both the Red Bulls in it. Verstappen starting way back because of a penalty. Perez starting a bit further up the grid and then spinning and dropping himself to the back of the grid again.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
We just need to get through this initial phase where everyone's tyres are better than ours and get to the point where our tyres are in better shape than theirs, which is starting to happen.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
And then we just need to kind of hang in the DRS as long as we can of these faster cars, and that'll keep us respectable on the grid. Is that Ricardo in fourth? My God. The hell is he doing all the way up there?
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Look at him go. He's up to third. Where's that come from?
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place. And
Right.
there's an overtake from Williams.
Got to keep an eye on Porsche for a little bit, because the Red Bulls are really close, and when they break through like this, I want to try and go with them as long as I can. So we're going to look at maybe using a little bit of our battery,
And that's the lockup.
maybe even our tyres, just to push through some of this traffic. We're dropping out of range already. I'm going to try and stick with these guys,
Oh, big lockup there.
get them to pull me back up towards Gasly. Gasly moved back up to 10th, thanks to Alonso's lockup, I think, causing problems maybe. Or maybe we just got the DRS on Tsunoda. It's never a good sign when you pull out of DRS and you have to pull back into DRS, because without it, you're too slow. Oh, we got a safety car.
DRS disabled. DRS disabled.
Okay, let's immediately start harvesting. Save the tyres.
There's been a crash. Let's take a look at the replay. Now just focus on the Haas.
Under no pressure at all. Big lockup.
Dear me,
Oh,
they won't
is
have
he
been
out?
expecting that.
Please be out. We want to try and finish
And the
ahead of
team had such high
Haas
hopes
at
today.
every race,
What a shame.
if we want to stand a chance of catching them and passing them in the constructors. He is out. Excellent. Magnussen was the faster of the two cars. He's out. Unfortunately, all these soft cars, soft tyre runners, are going to get a free pit stop. I don't think Mick's involved in that. No, he's on mediums. So all the soft runners, oh, even some of the medium runners are pitting as well.
Fernando has boxed.
Okay, interesting. So let's have a look. So Zhou's on mediums, Vettel's gone on to mediums, Stroll has gone on to mediums, Alonso's mediums, Albon's gone on to mediums, Norris. Perez I don't think has stopped. There's Porsche. Gasly's all the way up in 6th. That's crazy. Bottas, Verstappen. It looks like all the hard runners, all the soft runners have pitted, including Ricciardo. He's pitted as well. Look, gone on to mediums. And then the front runners. Any of these guys going to pit this time around? Maybe. Sainz stays out. Hamilton pits. Going for another set of mediums. That's early for mediums. He's got to be just trying to take advantage of the safety car, surely. And that drops him out ahead of us. Yeah, 12 laps for the medium runners. That's a very early stop. I can understand the soft runners getting off their tyres, but the medium runners changing, that is very early.
Okay, safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
Yeah.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Charge off, charge off.
Okay.
DRS enabled, DRS enabled.
Who's running wide there? Let's take a closer look. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel. They've taken that far too wide, and now they're paying.
Very good job.
And a new position, just gained by Williams. Let's see what happened there. Now we see the Williams here. Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy. Back in the garage.
Sainz in the pits.
Have I been muted for a while? I'm not sure. I saw a light on my pad. I wasn't sure if I just pressed it or if it had been pressed for a little while. How relevant, at least in this game, is the track rubber? It plays a role, but it's not massively important. Let's ease that off now.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
There goes Leclerc into the pits. That's going to drop him to the back of the grid. Or near the back of the grid. And we're now P2. This is insane.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
It's only because we're running the hard tyres and we're out of position in with the rest of the grid because we haven't pitted yet. So let's see who hasn't pitted yet. Us, Ocon, Verstappen, Schumacher, Stroll. Anyone else? No, that's it. Yeah, so I might have been muted when I got all excited about us moving up to P3 when the leader started pitting. Oops.
Currently P3.
Our tyres are going to start to get a little bit
and McLaren
iffy
with a great
in the next few
overtake.
laps. How are we looking on the tyre wear production? Can I convert that to a hard, medium, medium? I could, but according to that, it's slower. Yeah, there's something really screwy about the predicted deltas with hard tyres. makes it impossible to judge just how much of a difference there is with the estimated race time. I might just stick with what we've got. More drivers pitting. That's Verstappen and Schumacher pitting. With the field starting to stretch out a little bit again, it means that we've got a good chance of not being swamped by the entire field when we pit. But having said that, I mean, look how fast
Very good job,
Hamilton's pulling away from Gasly. We're down 7.5 seconds already. I think we've just handed the win to Hamilton, because we are holding up Ricciardo at the moment, and Bottas, and Ocon. Alonso's catching. So's Albon. We're not that far behind now, behind Gasly either. I mean, the hard tyres are going to last, but look how slow we are. We've dropped 2 seconds to Hamilton. Over 2 seconds in just one lap. I think we might have to convert to the medium tyres just to have a little bit of pace. Yeah, let's do it. Let's convert to mediums.
Alpine just advanced.
We'll extend the stint. We'll go with that, and something similar for Pierre. The AI is going to have to run hard tyres towards the end of the race, so that will help us. Maybe roll the dice and switch to mediums. Yeah, that's exactly what we've just done, Patkins. We're going to switch our strategy to a hard medium. The tyres will fall off quicker, but they will be faster tyres, so hopefully it'll kind of balance out. Can you get sacked in this game? Yes, you can. If you consistently have low confidence from the board, then usually the easiest way for that to happen is debt. If you have a big debt that you can't pay off in time, then yeah, you will get fired, and then it's game over. There's no. I think you get the chance to roll back the last 5 races or something. I think I remember reading that somewhere on Reddit, that you get to roll back some races, or just accept the decision and start a new game. But if it's debt, unless you had really poor sponsorship results from the last few races, and there's a chance that better sponsorship payouts will get you enough money to clear the debt, it's highly unlikely that rolling back will actually change much. The other main way you could get fired is if you have a really strong season, because you just pour all of your development into the car for the entire year. You don't really do anything in terms of research, and then as a result you get a really strong constructor's position, and so the board expects something similar the next season, and you get hit with massive rule changes in terms of the car, and you've done very little or no research at all, so your car drops massively down the grid in terms of performance, and you can't achieve your season objective, and that might get you fired. Right, Gasly is kind of hanging on to the back of Albon here. Yellow flag in sector 3. Looks like Bottas. Yeah, Bottas had that lock up.
Let's have a look. Now we see Valtteri Bottas. Oh, and there's the lock-up. That's the last thing they'll have wanted.
Definitely cost him.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they...
Right, how's everyone else's tyres doing? So some of these guys on mediums might have to make a very late switch onto hard tyres. That, or if they switch at their normal kind of point, then they're going to run those hard tyres to the canvas. Maybe have to do a last minute switch onto softs for the last half a dozen laps of the race. So it's not all doom and gloom right now, but we are definitely starting to struggle. As you can see, we're falling down the order a little bit. There's more than enough of a gap to hit both drivers at the same time.
Box, 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 box.
Let's wait till Porsche crosses the pit entrance. There we go. Slow and steady progress is an order. Yeah, I mean, for those of you who are football fans, think Leeds United when they were in the Premiership with David O'Leary as their manager, and they were in with a chance of winning the league, and then they lost that chance.
Car's off there.
Oh, is this a safety car?
Like
No.
there's been contact.
But it is
We can
a
take
yellow
a look
flag
now.
and a crash,
Watch
which
this.
will help.
We're looking at Lando Norris.
That's us diving into the pits in that shot there, and then, oh yeah, that was clumsy.
And there's the hit, and it's crystal.
And they've done it right past the exit of the pits. They're going to have to do the whole lap before they can, pit to repair any damage that they've sustained there. Okay, weird buzzing noise coming from Gasly's car there. It's annoying. Yeah, David O'Leary, I think he had the chance at one point of winning the league, but it got towards the end of the season. They were into the semi-finals of the Champions League, and they were fighting for third place in the league, and a chance to qualify for the Champions League again the following season. And so they gambled and they threw everything they had at winning the Champions League match and putting out a weakened team in the league, and they got knocked out of the Champions League match, so they failed to get through to the final, and then they failed to qualify as well, and they invested so heavily that season that they plummeted down the grid, or down the table the following season. And when they got relegated, they had massive financial issues because they'd spent so heavily trying to get elite competition wins that they just couldn't. The club pretty much crumbled and was a shell of itself for the next several years. It would kind of be the same with this to some degree. You could push a team really hard all the way to the end of the season, but if you don't do the prep work for the following season, then the next season you are potentially going to tumble way down the bottom of the grid and be way off the pace of even the teams above you, let alone the leaders. Right, so where are we with Gasly? We're right on the heels of Schumacher. Schumacher's on to hard tyres. So some of them are pitting onto hards already. They've got to go another 30 laps. They could probably do 30 laps. It'll be tough, but they could probably get away with it. They won't be very happy at the end of that stint, but they could get away with it. We are currently running in 14th and 18th, which is kind of where I thought this is where we would be towards the end of the race anyway, so...
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Albon with a spin, that helps us.
Looks like there's been a lock-up.
Norris has still got a penalty to serve when he takes his next pit stop as well. A 5-second penalty for that collision with Zhou. And there he goes into the pits. Serves his penalty. Change of tyres, I'm guessing, for hards. Yep. And he's now out next to Zhou. I wonder how far are we off? We are getting better lap times than Tsunoda. A couple more cars pitting. Porsche is faster than Tsunoda, so he is closing that gap down. We don't have to do anything there. We are lapping the same times as Schumacher, which isn't surprising. We were right behind him, and we are much faster than
from Williams.
Vettel, who's just pitted. I guess really
Keep an eye on the fuel,
trying
please.
to
Yeah, copy.
keep an eye on things. Fuel is not an issue. We started with a lot less, and we've been gradually recovering it. We have got that annoying buzzing noise, so we can't ride that camera anymore. Or that one. Or that one. So we can only really ride this camera with Gasly now. Lap time wise, we're about the same as Bottas. We're slightly quicker. We're on his backside now. We're going to catch up to Ocon and Alonso as well. Now you're going to see the AI struggle for pace a little bit because they're on the hard tyres, whereas we're on the mediums. So this is where we might get the chance to move Gasly back up the order a little bit. Tsunoda is on mediums, but they look like they're pretty warm mediums.
Watch for fuel.
Oh, very warm mediums, yeah. More drivers into the pits. And we're going to get out ahead of Ricciardo, just about. That was important if we want to try and maximise our medium tyre pace to get out in front of the hard tyre runners. I'm actually going to give Gasly a little bit of a boost here, because we have got more pace, but we are kind of being held up a little bit. We'll burn some of the battery. We're not going to push the tyres though, because we don't really have margin to do that. Oh, just getting out ahead of Leclerc's Ferrari there. That was close. Yellow flag in sector 1. What happened there?
I think someone's run wide.
Oh, Schumacher ran wide. That helps us.
Now just focus on the Haas.
Ah, well, no, it doesn't.
They're forced wide, and they won't be.
Right, we need to clear Ocon here, and quickly. Alright, there we go. We sold him a dummy. He went to the left. We jinked back to the right. And we are comfortably through. So let's turn off the battery.
Good, yeah, very good.
So we don't burn it all up. And we should, hopefully, start catching Bottas.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
How is Teo doing? Well, Yuki has pitted. He's kind of stuck in no man's land right now. Are we catching the guys in front? They've just pitted, so hard to say. Let's wait till they cross the line. No, we're not. Which is yeah, about what I expected. Gasly doing a 141. Let's see what he does now that he's clear in 5th of the cars behind. Oh, no, we just got overtaken by Ricciardo. Bottas has suddenly found a real turn of speed.
McLaren gain a position.
I think he's got DRS. That's probably why he's gained so much time. He's right on the back of Alonso by the look of it. Yeah, he's right on him.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Yeah, we've got okay pace. Tyres are already starting to get a little squishy.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
How long to our pit stop? Another 5 laps. Depending on our tyre wear, may possibly extend by an extra lap. Another yellow flag in sector 3.
Oh, we've had a spin. Let's take a closer look. Now let's look at this. The focus on Sonoda. And that spin is on...
Doesn't hold anyone else up, unfortunately. And Yuki is behind Porsche, so it doesn't help us. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that we weren't able to stick with Bottas and get past Ocon at the same time as him, because we might have, even if it would only have been for a lap or two, we might have been able to stay with Bottas, and that would have pulled us a little bit further up the grid. We're not horrendously far behind, and we're kind of closing up a little bit maybe with the leapfrogging with Ricciardo, but now the Ferraris are breaking through. That's going to make things tricky again. And here's a good test of how our tyres are doing against the hard runners. Are they going to be able to stay with Ricciardo? And the answer is no. Our car is just not good. And you can see a big disparity in the tyre wear there as well. 30% worse tyres, and ours are degrading faster as well. So again, I mean, we could push and try and get back in the DRS, but we wouldn't really have much of a chance of doing it, and we would just eat these tyres up even more. Better to just not fight and run our race and see where we end up. If we can sneak a point, that would be amazing. Oh, we got a safety car. Alright, so Hamilton's in the lead and has already gone through, so it'll be
And
next
stay
lap
positive on the Delta.
they pick up the safety car, so I'm not going to pit this lap. Wonder what happened to cause that.
I think that was a crash. Here's the
Vettel
replay.
crash.
Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
This is what Magnussen did. Big lock-up.
Oh, a nasty crash there.
Crashed in the same spot. Is he out as well?
The team are devastated.
Yes, he's out as well. Mick Schumacher is pitting.
Is that a lockup?
Okay, so this might seem a little counterintuitive, but this is a chance to maybe gain a little bit of ground. Because the AI really punishes you if you start conserving under yellow flags. And now we are going to pit for a new set of mediums with both drivers.
Box.
There's the safety car waiting for Hamilton, who's just coming up to the end of the lap. Right, so where's Mick? There's
Recharge
Mick.
on.
We need to finish ahead of Mick, so we need to get out ahead of him. It's going to be close. I think we're going to do it though. Yes, there we are, just exiting the pit lane there. So we have got ahead of, or stayed ahead of Mick Schumacher. That was vital.
Need to drop the pace.
Yeah.
And now, having come in a little bit earlier, we need to really save these tyres rather than safety car. Hopefully it's going to stay out for another lap or two. There's Norris pitting again.
We've just had a spin.
Safety.
Let's see what happened there.
Joe spinning
Now let's
under the
watch
safety
this.
car.
The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. They lose it.
Alright, safety car's coming in. I'm going to pause for a second. Where is Porsche? He's not far. You can actually just see him there, actually, coming into the shot on the right-hand side above the track map. Let's have a look at what everyone's doing tyre-wise. So, a few people have dropped for a new set of, a set of mediums. Not quite new, by the look of it. Still got a few people on hards. They're going to be hard to actually get past because their tyres are going to hold up pretty well. Norris has gone for softs. I don't think those softs will last 16 laps. I mean, they might do, but they're going to be garbage at the end. It's going to be really quick for the first few laps. And then his tyres are going to start falling away quite quickly. And by the end of the race, those tyres are going to be hot garbage. He's got to do... Yeah, he's got to do 16 laps on those tyres. It's doable. It's going to be rough though. We'll keep an eye on that wear rate for him.
Racing from the line. Racing from the line.
Okay.
We have margin to push a bit more.
Okay.
No lift and coast required.
I'm going to try and just conserve our soft tyre or our medium tyres a little bit more.
Charge off, good job.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got more sex bots.
Kan du en sväng?
Go. So we're 12th right now. We're ahead of Mick Schumacher. That's what we need to do, is just make sure that we stay ahead of Schumacher. If we can sneak some points, that would be awesome. And as long as we finish ahead of the Haas, they're not pulling further away in the constructors. We need 2 points to pull level with them. So if we can sneak 10th, and it's a big if we can sneak 10th and get a point ahead of Schumacher, that would be the best possible result I think we can get this race. In fact, I'm actually going to get Porsche to try and get ahead
Can use the deploy.
of Mick.
Copy.
Ah,
Push
the wrong
out,
driver.
push out.
Okay.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Someone has gone wide. Can't be a particularly bad one.
And that's the lockup.
Oh, it's Leclerc. No, Leclerc's gone
Let's
wide.
have a
He's
look.
dropped himself to the back
Okay,
of the
here's
grid.
the Ferrari. It's a lockup.
Ah,
And
what a
that could be
disaster.
costly.
Okay, that throws another element into this. A Ferrari fighting its way back through the field.
Very good job.
That's gonna maybe throw a cat amongst the pigeons. I'm going to try and protect Gasly's tyres a little bit if I can, but I need to make sure that we stay within the 1 second of Ocon. A, to defend against Mick, and B, to have a chance of jumping Ocon for that 10th place. We're going to get some late drama here. And that's assuming, of course, that the Ferrari doesn't just steamroller through and get back in front of all of us, which it may well do.
DRS enabled, DRS enabled.
Let's go for a push.
Copy.
Ooh, it's going to be fun. We've got a little bit of fuel to play with that with now as well. We've saved enough because of the safety car to actually have a little bit of fuel to burn. Not much, but it could make all the difference. Please stay within the 1 second. Just about. Is our camera still broken? Don't hear the buzzing anymore. Yeah, it sounds okay. Porsche's not getting through, is he? He's barely hanging on. Let's just not burn what little battery he's got left. Norris with a little lunge, there he is. That's those soft tyres we were talking about. Like I said, he's going to be mighty fast
McLaren gain a position.
for the next few laps, and then those tyres are going to start to fall away really quickly. They're already worse than ours, but they won't really start affecting his pace till he gets down to about 50-60%. As long as we can stay ahead of him till that point. We just don't have any speed, look. It's brutal. Trying to overtake in a car that is just so painfully slow. Some tracks it's not too bad, but this one, it's really hard. We can get a good exit out of here. We might get a run down the inside here. And that might give us what we need. No. Oh, maybe. No. Porsche has dropped off the back of Mick. Norris is now right behind us. The Ferrari is not making the progress I thought it would. His tyres aren't great. Ours are a little bit better than Ocon's. How are Norris's tyres looking now? 57%. He's starting to get to the point where his tyres are going to be a bit naff. When they get to 40%, they're going to be really bad. Alright, take it easy, Hull. Thanks for stopping in. There's definitely points on offer here. Porsche's got onto the back of Schumacher again, that's good. Come on, Pierre. This is the reason we signed you. To make the difference that Albon couldn't. Ah, it's a big battle popping up in front of us. Oh, here's a chance. Come on, I need a good exit. I was trying to think who's the car that's holding everyone up, and I think it's Albon. Or Russell. It might be Russell that's causing the logjam, actually. Oh, I'm almost out of battery. And that little bonus fuel I had has gone as well. Got to keep an eye out for that. Norris's tyres are at the point where he shouldn't pose too much of a threat anymore, but you know, you can't rule out the fact that that is a faster car and he might still sneak us. And Norris has had to pit for more fresh, soft tyres. I thought that might be the case. And without being right on the back of the field, he's not going to be able to do any damage to us now in the last 5 laps. and try and save a little bit of fuel and a little bit of tyres. Just so that we can really push at the end of the race. I've got to watch out for Mick. He's going to be a threat. Got to make sure I don't drop off the back of the guys in front.
Okay, charge on, charge on. Give us more lift off, please.
Oh, this is going to be tense. Porsche has dropped off the back. Let's try and get him to catch up. Get him running some interference.
No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
We need to push.
Okay.
Did I stay in? I think I might have just dropped out of DRS range there. Please tell me I stayed in. Yes, I did just. Whew. There comes Teo.
4 more laps, 4 laps.
Right. Tyres are looking okay. Russell is struggling. If I'm going to get Russell, this might be my only opportunity.
Overtake available.
Okay.
Let's lift off, please.
Okay.
Oh, that little jink he did has just taken all of our momentum and caused us to hit the brakes, which killed our DRS. Oh, that is so annoying. But there's Teo storming up the inside.
Okay, good job.
Excellent stuff. So Teo is now in the mix with Schumacher.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
He's got him. Good man. Good man, Teo. Come on, make the move, make the move, make the move. Come on.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Oh, it's so close.
And
Yes!
there's an overtake from Williams.
Can we get Ocon as well? Oh, so close.
Haas with an overtake there.
Ah, Schumacher got back past again. Should have seen that coming.
Battery is on the low side.
Oh, beautiful up the inside of Ocon.
Okay, that's good, very good.
Come on, you can do this.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. We've got the move on Albon, I hope.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Got to use my battery
Oh, you
that's
can use it,
remaining
guys.
just to try and outdrag Albon here. Ah,
Keep an eye on
couldn't
your
quite
battery.
make it. This is to take the lead over Haas here. If we can get this extra position, we take the lead over
One more.
Haas in the championship. Oh, this is going to be a nail-biting last lap, and we are so low on fuel.
Lift and coast required. Watch for fuel.
Keep an eye on the fuel, please.
Okay.
Charge on.
Got to make sure I finish.
Can we do lift and coast?
Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job.
I've got no battery left. I'm not going to be able to take
And keep an eye on the battery.
one more position, unfortunately. Oh, but this will put us level.
No lift and coast required.
I can't believe we snuck points again. And not just a point, but 2 points.
What a brilliant win there for Valtteri Bottas.
Oh, Bottas
Let's
won.
take a look at the replay. And Valtteri Bottas comes in first.
Holy crap.
And that's what happens when you drive with such skill and passion. They
Bottas
barely
beat
could have
Hamilton.
proved wrong.
Way to go, Valtteri. We get 9th place, 2 points. We finish ahead of Mick, who finishes 12th. We are level on points with Haas.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. A very impressive showing today for Williams.
Indeed, the team has demonstrated technical skill as well as a great deal of heart. They can be really proud of their efforts this weekend.
With the race wrapped up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
We're nearing the end of the season and it's time for some serious heat. Stay with us as Formula One moves to Mexico City.
Oh, what a race for Valtteri, coming from 11th to win that race there. We actually dropped 1 place, but you know, given our car, that in itself is a big achievement. We get those 2 points that we desperately needed. And there we go, level on points with Haas. The battle for 8th is well and truly on. We get a development point for Pierre as well. Perfect. Give him that extra little boost going into Mexico. Sponsorship wise, we hit our performance incentives apart from fastest lap. We were never going to get that. But the guarantees that I dropped in, we got both of those. So we pick up another 4 million. Very nice. Let's spend those points. Let's just check the email inbox first. Once again, we're exceeding expectations. Alright, let's go to our drivers. Actually, so I should check our cars. Do we need any more parts? No, we're good. When does our development come up? 20 days and 23 days. Okay. Drivers, no point for Teo, but we do have a point for Pierre. And I am going to improve his... I'm going to improve his cornering. I'm going to try and get his cornering up to 90, and then we'll look at boosting his reactions. So Gasly goes up 1 point in his overall ranking, up to an 85. That's excellent stuff. Logan has a point as well. Once again, we'll stick that on his smoothness. And check our staff. Any points for our staff? No, Brester's a long way off. Dickon will get points soon, in time for the next ATR period, which will be important. A little way off for Josh, and a little way off for Pierre yet. Okay, Mexico is just a few days away. So, the circuit here, again, not great for us. A lot of low-speed corners. That's the worst part of our car. But there's long DRS sections on the front straight, and then the second long straight, and then the third straight heading into the stadium complex. There are some opportunities there to, you know, try and at least stay with cars. Gasly will be our best chance of getting anything out of this race. Teo is just not going to be there. We are going to go for the minimums again. Finish position, we should achieve that. We're not going to get fastest lap, so I'm not even going to try. Quali streak is still going. That'll be worth an extra 1.1 mil. The finish position streak, one car in the top 15, we can achieve that, and that'll get us another mil. So we could be looking at a nice little payouts at the end of this race.
Music is in the air this weekend, but it's not mariachi we'll be hearing. It's going to be the roar of the engines and the cheers of the crowd. Formula One is back in the very heart of Mexico City at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. This is an exhilarating circuit on the Formula One calendar. We'll be sure to see plenty of battles and overtaking this weekend, especially with the help of not one, not two, but 3 DRS zones. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. The weekend begins here.
All right, take it easy, Anthony. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the finale of this season. Oh, we've got a wet Friday. Is that going to be first practice, second practice, or both? I hope it's not both. We are not going to run Logan. I want to make sure, because we've got wet sessions, that could really hamper our track knowledge gaining. So I want to make sure that both drivers have got the best opportunity of performing well this weekend. So no Logan, unfortunately for him. However, we could maybe get something out of this race. I'm going to go with the really knackered engine, the knackered ERS. Oops. And we'll stick with that gearbox. Run plan, we want to go 20 laps at a low pace. Change over the parts on this car. So again, knackered engine. We'll go with that ERS module. gearbox. Right, run plan, 20 laps, driving options, like that. It's time to set the cars up. So we're going to start with Teo's car. This is one of those circuits that's a little bit deceptive. You do actually need quite a bit of rear wing on this circuit because it is a high altitude track, so the air is a bit thinner. So we're going to go with a 13 rear wing. We'll go with a 6.5 on the front wing. I'm going to go with a 2.8 roll bar to start with. I'll push the camber up a bit as well, and then I'll drop the toe down a bit. Let's go there. Let's see how we do with that. We'll do something a little different with Gasly's car. So we'll go with a 7 front wing. Again, I'm going to go with... Actually, I'm going to leave the rear wing at 12.5 with Gasly, see how he does with that. I'm going to go with a 1.9 roll bar though. Again, we're going to go quite heavy on the camber with the toe. I'm actually going to push the toe up as well. So quite a different style of setup there. We'll see which way is the right way to go based on how our drivers perform. And let's go into FP1.
Radio check, yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, so we've got a dry a dry FP1. So let's send both drivers out. Which means we're going to get some rain in FP2. Hopefully, the rain isn't going to break up the session in an awkward lump. We either want it to start wet or finish wet. We don't really want it to be wet after about 15 minutes. That's the worst possible time for it to start raining. Oh, that reminds me. Avoid the curbs to protect the power unit.
Watch those curbs.
There we go. So with this circuit, the DRS on the start-finish straight, which then the detection point is on the corner leading on to that, and then the activation point is just past the finish line, or the start-finish line itself. I think it's just past the start-finish line. It's a long straight, and that activation zone on the run into the start-finish straight is also the detection zone is also the detection zone for the second straight. So one activation or one detection point for 2 separate zones. So if we are behind someone...
Anything to sound balance?
Oh, nice, good start. That means that car's probably going to be very wrong. If we get overtaken at the start of that straight, we're toast, because we're not going to have the pace to stay with them, and they're going to get DRS coming out of this chicane that Verstappen's just going through.
What was the balance, please?
And then get DRS on that straight as well, which means we're going to drop so far behind, we're not going to be able to stay with them to get it back to the following lap. So this could be rough. This is why I've saved the best engine we have for this circuit, to give us the best possible chance of staying with cars. 54% for Pierre. That is bad. That's very bad. Well, I need them to run a little bit longer. Let them finish their runs and then come in. You might hear some noise from outside. Apologies if you can.
VSC.
Let's take a closer look. Now we see Valtteri Bottas. And
Oh,
there
that
it
was
is.
clumsy. So given how wrong we were with Gasly's setup, I'm guessing we're going to have to up his rear wing, maybe change his roll bar. The camber and the toe probably going to need a little bit of a tweak as well. There's going to be quite a few things to change on his car. It's only at 50-something%. For shares though, we kind of nailed. So just a little tweak will be all we need for that one, I think.
Okay, copy that.
Okay, so yeah, definitely need to change the rear wing, definitely need to change the roll bar. Let's go with a 13.5 rear wing. The roll bar, let's bring that to an 8.2. Now I can play about with the camber a little bit. I need to change the braking stability as well. Let's leave that as a 9.1 and let's just pull the camber back to say there. I don't know if that's going to be a big enough change. I'll drop that back, pull that in. Might work. It's a bit of a big gap on the front wing. Let's try that, see how that works. What do we need to do to Teos to get him up to 100? Hopefully just move one thing. Just a little tweak of the toe would be perfect. Nope, toe's not going to fix that. We're going to have to change the camber, which is going to knock a couple of other things as well, so this could be tricky. Might be able to get away with just that one click of camber change and a correction to the toe. Hopefully that won't disrupt the traction and the oversteer. We'll go with that and see if that does the job. Alright, so the guys are off again.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Hamilton having a wobble on the first turn. I think the biggest problem we've got now for the rest of the season is that there's a lot of quite fast tracks coming up. And they have a lot of low speed corners in them as well. We don't have great speed and we have even worse low speed cornering. Brazil has a very slow inner section. Abu Dhabi's actually got rid of some of their slower corners. That might be the track where we have the best chance of a decent result. this one, I don't know how this one's going to go. We do have a tendency to get a safety car here, so on pure pace, if it stays green flag all the way through, we're not going to do amazingly. But if there's a safety car, you never know. Same with Brazil. Brazil is a circuit where, I mean, the DRS zones are spaced out a little bit. So if you get overtaken on one, you can retake the position on the other one, but staying with them through the infield is going to be tricky, and getting the acceleration up the hill to the DRS straight on the start-finish straight is going to be tough as well. I'm really toying with the idea of maybe buying new engines for the last couple of races, starting at the back of the grid and just hoping that extra power is going to help us. You know, I may even do it here, actually, thinking about it. No, I'll do it at the next two circuits. We'll have a brand new engine for each of our drivers for the last two tracks.
Get some comments when you're plugged back in.
We'll use our better engine that we've got for this race, and then a brand new engine for Brazil. Lots of penalties again. Actually, we might go here then if there's lots of penalties again. Ocon, Magnussen, or Magnussen's getting a new engine maybe. He is the real problem that we're up against, because he's got more pace than Mick, but he's a bit erratic. Hopefully he has another erratic race and takes himself out of the contention, out of the points. Perez, Leclerc, Russell, Verstappen. Didn't Verstappen get penalties in the last race as well? God, he's swapping more parts out. Bottas, Joe, Magnussen, Ocon. I think we're going to have to go with a new engine here. Alright, wet session coming up. We are 100% with Teo, which is excellent news. I'm going to run him for 25 laps on a set of mediums. Change his driving style. Change the driving style there. Go 20 laps. Alright, still a lot of work to do on this setup. Ooh, that's bad. That's very bad. Alright, I don't know if that's enough of a change on the front wing. To have a knock-on effect on the rear wing. Yeah, let's try that and see how that works. I mean, it's only going to make the car better. It's just a question of how much better it makes it. We're going to go on to mediums for Gasly as well, because we are going to have to switch on to wets at some point. So hopefully it's a long way into the session.
Radio check. Radio check.
Rain about 20 minutes in, just after 20 minutes in. That's not too bad. Rain's coming. I'm hoping we can get our
Sounds
feedback
like a spin.
before that happens. Yes, keep doing that, Magnussen. Keep having issues. We need you to have a terrible race. There's the wet weather warning.
What was the balance, please?
Okay, so we've got the car up to 81%. It's an improvement. It's not as big an
Confirmed.
improvement as I would have liked. But it's going to stay wet for the rest of the session by the look of it. Looks like it might be full wet territory going down to inters. So I might just send them both out on inters. And just tough it out for the first few laps.
Starting to have a little bit of rain.
A little bit. It's more than a little bit. Alright, so Teo's going to sit here for a minute. Well, Gasly's really struggling to get around the track. Those tyres are useless in conditions like this. Another little batch of rain on the way. It's definitely going to go to full wets. Oh, okay, so we still need to change a few things here. Oh. Maybe if I do... Maybe if I do that and then really pull that across to there. I still need to change the front wing and not mess up the rear wing in the process. Alright, let's give that a try. We'll put him onto inters. Track is going to get very wet. Yeah, not as wet as I was expecting. Alright, well, let's send out Porsche on some inters anyway. There's the heavy rain. Hamilton's gone on wets, others are going out on inters. Okay, interesting. We might see Hamilton come back in then. I think we're through the worst of the weather now. Send out Gasly. Oh, no, back to full wets again. Right, now it should start clearing up. Really like to try and nail in Gasly's car here if we can, so that we can just run him in the final session without that worry. Oh, we've got a big crash. either one of our drivers, which is good.
It's a crash, and it's more than one
Looks like a
car.
Red Bull.
We can take a look now. We're just watching the Red
Oh,
Bull.
it happened right in front of us, look. Ooh. That Aston was so close to getting taken out.
There's the crash.
No more rain from what we can see. Keep us updated on track condition, please.
Okay, track is drying out. There's our feedback. 90%, still not there, but getting closer. Let's call in Teo. And let's call in Gasly. They've done enough for this session. And now we'll just wait out the clock. So we're looking at 8 penalties, 10 including us. We go ahead and buy that new engine now before I forget. I think we're looking at 84%. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I wouldn't normally do this, but because we are in such a tight race with Haas, we're going to need every extra little scrap of power that we can get our hands on. So, even though we don't technically need one, we're buying a new engine for Teo. Let's run that engine for practice now. We're okay on an ERS module, we don't need to worry about that. And we're fine on gearboxes, don't need to worry about that. Let's put him on his hard tyres. Running for 25 laps, that should be enough to get him up to 100% track knowledge, or good enough anyway. As for Pierre, we still need a little bit more of a tweak. We did break the front wing slightly, I was worried about that. I'm starting to think that front wing adjustment is right in the middle of where we've been hitting it. We still need a big change as well to our braking stability. That's a little change to cornering, a little change to the front wing, very, very minute change to straights. That's going to be close, we'll try it. We'll go with an 18 lap run, that should be enough to get feedback. And let's buy the new engine for Pierre as well. Let's put a better engine in for today. I'm going to take the penalty by running the new engine in quali, and then I'm going to switch back to the other engine for the race. And then we'll have a brand new engine without penalty for Brazil and Abu Dhabi. That's the plan. We've done everything else, haven't we? I need to check other components. Do I need a new ERS module? No. Do I need a new gearbox? No.
The radio is good. You can hear me, yeah?
Radio check, okay. Radio check, okay.
So, fingers crossed, we are going to get Teo's, not Teo's car, sorry, Pierre's car up to 100% in this session with those tweaks that we made. Just need to find 10%. A little bit of gearbox wear, that's fine, it's a practice gearbox. And some ERS damage again, that's fine, we've got another unit to use for the race. That is enough now for Teo, he can come in. Which I think he's about to do. We may as well let him run. Make sure he gets his participation points for this session.
How is the balance, please?
96. Oh, it's close.
Very, very nice job.
It's close.
Okay, copy that.
Not quite there. Still need to do a little bit more running anyway, so let's have a look. Is it achievable with a minor tweak? I don't know if I can change the front wing, but I can change the toe. Just going to go with that. And that'll be all she wrote. So we're not going to get 100% on this, but we are going to get close. I'm hoping this will still put us into optimal. 97, maybe 98. So Mick is looking pretty pacey. Magnussen not so much. What tyres are they running right now? Magnussen's on hards, Mick's on softs. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Mick's doing 120.3s. See what kind of pace Gasly can throw out with a slightly worn engine. And hard tyres. 121.9. Still very much slower than Schumacher. Magnussen's shot up to a 120.0. Yeah, we're very much slower than Magnussen.
How was the balance, please?
97%. That is absolutely fine.
That felt fantastic.
Okay, thank you, Pierre.
And that's it for us. No more practice.
Fail 84, please. Fail 84.
So in the end, we were quite a way off the Haas's. That's not encouraging. I just hope the Haas's don't score points. I don't mind us not scoring as long as the Haas drivers don't score as well. But I think with that Ferrari power unit, especially if they're new, it might not be something that we can stop. Right, it's quali time. We're going to use our brand new engine in qualifying here, so we take the penalty at this circuit, but we are going to use this engine to race with, and then we'll have the brand new engine to race at Brazil and the Yas Marina Abu Dhabi track, where we'll have more of a chance to do something in those races than we will here, I think. And then we'll switch these engines out, as I say, once qualifying is done. So we won't have to worry about wearing them out in this race. Alright, time to go into quali.
Yeah, we can now. Radio check.
Right, hopefully we're going to get a nice, clean run here. No traffic in the way. And there we go, 118.3. That's not bad. Alright, here the Haas tracks, the Haas cars are out, and yeah, they are looking pretty pacey. I don't think Porsche has got the pace to get out of Q1 here, but I do think that Gasly does, and by sending him out behind Porsche, I'm hoping that he'll get a slipstream towards the end of the lap, which will help give him a bit more pace. Because Bottas is going to get one from us. It's not enough for either driver. Both drivers are out. Okay. How far off were we? Just a few hundredths off Haas, but that was with a brand new engine as well. That worries me. Magnussen very quick. He had top 10 pace. He's not going to start that high. He's got an engine penalty to take.
Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1.
Yeah, this is going to be tough just to make sure that Magnussen doesn't score points. Right, let's see if we can sneak a little bit of extra sponsor cash actually with a position gain. Let's go with that. Let's take out that brand new engine and save that for Brazil. Let's go with the engine number 7. And engine number 8. Okay, strategy time. So there's a potential for a 1-stop. 2-stop is a little bit faster because you're looking after the tyres more. I think we could... Why is it doing that? Taking the hard tyres out is not going to cost us 4 minutes. Ah. Have we got the potential to do a soft, medium, soft and still be competitive? I don't think we do. But if we go medium, medium, soft, we can still get good life out of those tyres before we change them. And then finish strongly with a set of soft tyres at the end. So we'll go with that. I just don't trust the fact that that's 3.5 minutes faster. It's just not. So we'll amend this strategy to do the same. There we go. I am going to carry some extra fuel because we're going to burn hard on this one. Driving options, we're going to push hard with the fuel burn. I am going to go aggressive with the tyres off the line as well and use some overtake. See if we can't jump a couple of positions and then just cool everything down and see whether we can hang on to them or not. It's a long run into the first couple of corners. We're starting 14th and 15th, so we're already up a couple of places.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. And there we have Pierre Gasly. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. And looking at the second Williams car. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. Will their hard work pay off today? What will happen next? We're about to find out at the Mexican Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go!
All to play for still.
Hey, Porsche's already dropped a position. Given the cars around him, not that surprising.
Ferrari just gained a place.
But this is what we're looking at. We're starting on mediums against a few guys starting on softs, so we might drop. Well, there's only a couple of starting on soft actually. The vast majority of the field's gone for mediums. Interesting. I thought more would have started on softs. I wonder if the AI is going to go medium, hard, soft and use all 3 compounds. Schumacher's up to 9th already. Where's Magnussen? 19th. Okay. He's at the back of the grid. Mick being in ninth is not good. Calm Porsche down straight away.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
He's not going to overtake Russell or Leclerc. He's not going to have the pace, and he's got to, worry about Perez behind him as well. Gasly, though, has a chance to get past Vettel, Tsunoda and Stroll relatively quickly, hopefully. Right, here's a chance to get a run. Nope, that's been blocked.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Stroll's already dropping off the back of Ocon. We need to try and get ahead of these guys as quick as we can, if we can, to have any chance of hanging on to the back of Mick. If Mick can break away from us when he's got DRS, we're in real trouble in terms of having any chance of keeping pace with him. We have to clear these guys quickly.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Okay.
And DRS enabled.
Let's be brave up the inside here, Gasly. Nice. Brave on the brakes.
Good job.
Running out of battery already.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Okay, charge on.
Yeah.
And you can use the deploy.
Copy.
First DRS zone coming up for us. There we go. Didn't get a good run through there.
Charge on.
Copy.
Alright, we need to clear one of these guys here. Looks like we're going to get Tsunoda. Oh, damn it. Alright, maybe on the second straight. Come on, get the move done, get the move done. Excellent stuff.
Very good job, Pierre. Okay, charge on.
Okay.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
I'm going to try and rely purely on DRS now to get past Stroll. Need to save the battery to push from getting past Stroll onto the back of Ocon. Don't have a lunge up the inside. Don't lunge up the inside.
Keep your head in the game.
God damn it.
Charge off.
Copy.
Okay, keep it clean. Focus on the pace.
He's going to pull out in front of us.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
Oh no, he's not. He's stuck. We're going to get both of them here. Alright, so this is our chance to try and push onto the back of Ocon, who's already 3.5 seconds ahead. Oosh.
Good job, Pierre.
Right, Mick is dropping off the back of Ricciardo. That helps.
Looks like a good move for Williams.
He busted away from Stroll nice and quick. We are closing on Ocon. He's going to get DRS on Schumacher. We don't have DRS here, which is a real pain. Got to calm the tyres down.
Okay.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay.
Ocon is going to be faster than Mick. I need Ocon to hold him back. Ah, damn it. I've been caught by everyone behind because I'm trying to charge the battery. I'm going to get mugged now down here. We have got a Ferrari coming through. That might help. Vettel gets in front of me.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
All right, we've retaken our position from Vettel. Leclerc is now in the mix. It's absolutely vital that I stick with Leclerc here. I'm going to try and encourage him to pass me through
Give us a
the
bit
stadium.
more lift off, please.
Okay.
Charge on for now.
Okay.
Ah, damn it. I was hoping he would be able to get past me before the DRS. Ah, I'm going to drop way behind that Ferrari now. Oh, he's boxed in at the moment.
Let's lift off, please.
Okay.
No, there he goes. I've got to stay with him.
Stop the lift off turn 1, please.
I've absolutely got to stay with this Ferrari now.
Yeah.
Let's go for a push.
Yeah. Okay.
Now go away, Yuki.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
Damn it.
Okay, charge on. Need to drop the pace.
Come on, around the outside into turn 1. Yuki's still there. There we go. Managed to shake him.
And a new position just gained by Williams. And there's an overtake from Williams.
Excellent stuff. Right, now we need to ride Leclerc all the way back up to the back of Ocon and Schumacher. Beautiful stuff. Oh, yellow flag in sector 1. Please be Mick. Please be Mick.
That's a spin!
No, it's Albon. That doesn't really help us. Well, maybe it kind of helps us a little bit. And there we go. Ferrari power has pulled us onto the back of the Alpine and the Haas. Oh, did we get DRS? It's close. I don't know if we did. Yes, we did, just. Whew. I think we just got DRS there. Yes, we did. Good, good, good. But Leclerc's got it as well. Got to be careful we don't get dropped. Oh, mix off. Glorious. Absolutely glorious.
Was that a lock-up on the track? Here's the replay. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher. It's a lock-up.
It's a big lock-up, and it's going to cause him to drop a load of places.
The team are really disappointed with that.
Where is Teo? Teo is way off the pace. All right, let's try and get Teo onto the back of Mick. We were not able to get onto the back of Ocon, unfortunately. He's got DRS on Leclerc. Vettel is closing. Russell and Perez are pitted already by the look of it. Oh no, they did. No, they didn't.
Pierre, we don't have enough battery.
They started at the back. Yeah, that's okay. Right. Can I close?
We have margin to push a bit more.
Yellow flag is sector 1. Is that Mick again? No, it's Stroll.
Seems to have been a lock-up.
I haven't got the DRS, but Russell hasn't got it on me. Vettel pits. Tsunoda and Magnussen pit. And they're gone. I can't catch them now. And I've also got a Mercedes and a Red Bull all over the back of me. Okay, well, calm down, Gasly, now. We're ahead of Mick. Mick is not in the DRS of anyone. Porsche is closing him down.
It's a race position gained from Mercedes.
There we go. Now, can I stay with the Mercedes for a little while? Just about. About through here. Oh, I think I might have just lost DRS. No, I got it. So now it's about opening up a gap to Mick. I don't think we're going to get the points, it's just opening up a safety gap to Mick. And who knows, if we can maybe sneak a point. Well, that would just be everything.
Oh, we've
lost Russell already. Magnussen's
Let's
had a
see
spin.
what happened there. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. That
Oh, brilliant.
looked like a
That's
very
only going to cost
nasty
him a little
spin.
bit, but it's more time lost for Kevin Magnussen. Keep him at the back of the grid. Yes, please.
Red Bull gained a place.
I've been able to build up a little bit more battery as well. Porsche has been able to recharge his battery completely by staying with Mick. And now he can run interference and annoy Mick.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Joe got me.
Go recharge off when you're ready.
Oh, everyone is just so much
off.
faster than us.
Okay.
Let's Sainz and Norris into the pits.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
And Perez as well. Norris has gone to hards. Okay, we're going to medium, so if Schumacher does the same, then we could potentially pull out a little bit more of a gap. We've got a 10-second gap right now.
Charge off, good job.
Okay.
I might switch Porsche to a one-stop. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to switch Porsche to a one-stop. I might even do the same with Gasly. Depends how easily we can stay with Zhou. What's Zhou's tyres looking like? Better than Gasly's because he's not had to push. Staying with him. We jumped Ricardo. Schumacher's too far back to be able to capitalise on that at the moment. Russell's had a lock-up. Interesting. Alright, I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident about maybe sneaking a point here.
Red Bull moved up.
Porsche is dropping off the back of Schumacher quite quickly now. But at least Mick is dropping off the back of Perez just as quickly. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Is that a lockup?
It's Norris. The tyres are really getting a bit scraggly now, but we are still holding on to the back of Zhou. What's our gap to Schumacher at the moment? 14 seconds. Good, so we are pulling out, we're extending the gap. And there goes Zhou into the pits. So we are going to box. And I'm going to switch both drivers onto a one-stop.
Let's box at the end of this lap. Box at the end of this lap.
Oh no, no way.
Right. If I can stay with Russell, I will delay the pit stop. I'm not staying with him. Schumacher has made his pit stop. He's pitted for hards and may well go to the end. I have got a 4-second gap to Magnussen right now. Ooh, Russell's just gone into the pits. Might be able to get out with him here. Not quite.
Haas with an overtake.
I'm going to spend some battery. Push the tyres a little bit and add some fuel into the mix just to get into the DRS of these guys here. This will protect me from Magnussen and also give me a chance of maybe sneaking a point or two at the end of the race if I can get with them. I should have done this last lap. Wasn't paying attention. I think we've lost the opportunity. That's it. Go side by side in the corners. Slow each other up. That's what I need. Zhou's got ahead of Russell. That also helps because Zhou is not as fast. I can only keep this up for another lap or so. Damn it, Russell got back through again. I missed my opportunity. It's gone.
And keep an eye on your battery.
Yeah.
Charge on, charge on.
All right. That's a shame. Didn't react quick enough. Just got to wait now for a car in front to pit and come out around us and hope that we can latch onto them. Starting to wonder now whether I should have gone for the medium soft. Give me that extra tyre pace. Probably should. Second guess myself. Alright, it's enough battery to play about with for now. Safety car will change everything. If we can get one. And if we are going to get one, we need to get it before we get lapped. Magnussen is closing and closing and closing. He's going to DRS us next lap. Well, he might DRS us at the end of this lap, actually. Yeah, he's got us. So he's going to breeze past us on the start-finish straight. Okay, well, maybe we can... Maybe Magnussen's got the pace to get past Joe. Don't know if he does or not. Doing a good job of holding him back. Well, there we go. He's got through.
Haas with an overtake there.
Alright, can we work together? We can definitely stay with him. It's just a question of whether we can get past him and he can get past us and keep leapfrogging each other to try and work our way up the field a bit.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Porsche is about to get lapped by Verstappen. Ah, it's so painful having a car that just isn't adequate.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Stay with him, stay with him, stay with him. There we go. Right, Magnussen and Joe. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe we can do it. It's going to take a while.
Haas with an overtake.
Right, if Verstappen laps Mick Schumacher and then Tsunoda crashes and brings out a safety car, that would be perfect.
Just gained by Williams.
Because that would take Mick out of contention and I'd only have one Haas to worry about. Right, so Mick is lapped. Right, somebody crash other than Gasly. Magnussen, throw yourself into a barrier. Take both of you guys out of contention. Yeah, we are not catching Joe. He's pulling away from us. Well, that's okay. As long as Magnussen is fighting with us here, he's not fighting for points. Oh, no, 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 no,
Let's
no,
have a
no.
look. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly. They lose it there. That's the spin.
Damn, 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 damn. I don't know if I can get back on to Magnussen or not.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
Copy.
No, I can't. I'm losing time. No, I am closing. I've run out of battery though. It's all down to fuel and tyres now.
We don't have enough battery.
Copy.
Ah, so close. He's just so fast on the straights compared to us. With no battery, we've got no easy way of reeling him in.
We've just had a spin.
Perez spin doesn't help us. Come on, we're right on the brink of getting back in range. I'm just burning my tyres to shreds here. I think we're going to get him. I think we're going to get him. Yes, okay, thank God for that. Actually, I can keep pushing the fuel because I'm about to get lapped, so that's not an issue. Phew. Need a big crash. Ah, nuts. Oh, he spun again.
Haas with an overtake there. Let's take a closer
Oh,
look.
Pierre.
Now look
Pierre.
at-
Oh. Okay, well, we've lost Magnussen.
Someone spun out.
For pit stop, box.
May as well do the same with Porsche as well.
Box.
At least this way I've got the chance of using the pace of the soft tyres to catch, or yeah, not necessarily catch, but stay with the Ferraris, or Hamilton maybe. Depends if I can get out quickly enough to catch Hamilton. And maybe that will give me some kind of chance of moving up a bit.
Charge off.
Okay.
No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
Very clumsy way to let Russell through there. And then Perez and Norris, and that's Ocon lurking behind. And behind Ocon is Albon. Oh, that's painful. Getting lapped by Albon. Right. We need to do some overtaking, and we need to do it quick. God damn it. Got lapped by Alonso. But we have got the DRS, so now we are back in the hunt. There we go, straight past Vettel and Tsunoda. We're going to hang on the back of Alonso here. I don't think we're going to be able to.
Gaining several places in one go.
Actually, we're not that far behind Magnussen now. Oh no, I'm looking at Mick.
Keep an eye on the fuel, please.
Yeah.
Where's Magnussen? Oh, Magnussen's all the way down the end of the start-finish straight. Oh, son of a bitch. He's hanging on to the back of Perez, isn't he? Or Verstappen, sorry. He is. Crap. Okay. Where is 10th? 10th is a long way off. I don't think he's going to catch 10th, which is Albon. So that's okay. And we are certainly not going to catch him while he's tracking Verstappen, because Alonso is not as fast. Let me unlap myself. I need Alonso to have a little whoopsie and spin off the track here. Free me up. Ah, finally. Magnussen has been dropped by Verstappen at last. Right, now it's time to ride the Alonso train. As far as we can take it. Which would basically be to the flag. Yeah, it's not been a good race for us, this. I knew it would be rough, but...
Sounds like someone's locked up.
I didn't think it would be this rough. Another lockup for Porsche. Let's calm his fuel burn down. He doesn't need to push that hard. Here come the Ferraris. You have to move out the way of them. Yellow flag in sector 1. That is Magnussen spinning.
Take a look now. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. And
there's nobody around to slow him down from his recovery, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, another lockup. One of the Ferraris has gone steaming off there.
Looks like there's been a lockup. Let's take a look at the replay. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up.
I thought he'd hit the barrier, he didn't. Okay, so we are... Oh, Christ, I'm just seeing how far behind we are. We're only 3.5 seconds behind Mick. We're going to get him momentarily. Magnussen, on the other hand, we're not catching him. But he's not catching anyone else either, so he might get 13th. Poor Cher, what is going on with Teo? He's been doing so well these last few races. Given what he's working
there's
with.
a spin!
I need to at least get 15th place. I need it for the sponsorships. And there it is.
6 more laps. 6 more laps.
Mick dives out the way and we literally stick our nose right up Alonso's gearbox to follow him through there. And Schumacher can't respond because he has to let the Ferrari through, and there's a Red Bull coming through as well. So we've got 15th and we're pretty much secure in 15th now. Unless Gasly has another whoopsie. Which, given how many whoopsies Porsche has had in the last 10 minutes, would not necessarily be that surprising. Yeah, just like that, we are 4.5, 5 seconds ahead of Mick already. We have to let the Ferrari through, then the Red Bull through. But we still got DRS, Mick doesn't. And we are now safe. Been a very disappointing race for Teo, unfortunately. Let's see if we can at least get him up another position. Get him ahead of Vettel. It's quite ironic, we were in such an arms race with Aston Martin for so long. Now I look at, you know, being behind the Aston Martins as a major disappointment.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Oh shit, we got Tsunoda as well.
Let's see what happened there. Now we see the Williams here.
Oh, he got held up moving out the way of the Mercedes. I wonder what's going on. Fuel's not an issue. Keep going. Last lap for Max, so a lap and a half for us. Look how fast we are at the moment. I mean, I honestly think we could be lapping faster than these guys anyway.
Watch for fuel.
Given that we're on brand new softs compared to their tyres. Most of these guys are on hards or worn mediums. We could have beaten Magnussen.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
At one point it did look like we could have maybe snuck 10th place, but yeah, that little bit of carelessness on my part when not reacting quick enough to trying to get back into a DRS train. A little bit of bad luck, some spins. But Haas didn't score. That's the important thing. So we go into the final two races of the season tomorrow night with a brand new engine for Brazil and Abu Dhabi, level on points with Haas.
From Williams today.
And that means that we are potentially in with a good shout of actually gaining. We've got the penalties out the way, so we don't have to worry about those. Got another point for Teo. We gained 5.2 mil. What did we miss out on? Oh, qualifying position. We missed out on that. Oh yeah, because we qualified 16th, not 15th. Right, let's dish out the point to Teo. Let's improve his reactions again. Pierre, no point. No point for Logan. To check our staffing. No points. 11 days. We're going to get some more money in a second. Okay, we're up to 11.1 mil. How long is left on our development? 11 days, 14 days. So after the Grand Prix. We've got a board review, our end of season review in 3 weeks' time. The board were happy with Mexico City. Still disappointed with finances. We cleared that debt ages ago. That's a little frustrating. Right, I am going to use the money that we've got to look at upgrading our facilities maybe a little bit more for next season. That would be useful. Our brake cooling is pretty poor. We're on the maximum upgrades for those already. How long will that take? 10 days. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We might actually get the payout for the race boosted for that. So, do I upgrade the wind tunnel or the CFD simulator? Ooh. I'm going to improve the wind tunnel. Oh, I can't afford to. Okay, what about the CFD? I can't afford that either. Never mind. Can't afford the design centre either. But we don't really need to upgrade that anymore. Suspension simulator though, I can upgrade that. 7.5. I'm going to hang on to the cash. And we'll look at maybe sneaking on a wind tunnel upgrade going into winter, so it'll be ready for next season hopefully. Or at least the first set of upgrades that we do on next year's car once we've been racing. So with that said, let's check our emails. Monthly car reports. Yep, still terrible. New ATR period has started. We need to get on that ASAP if we want to try and sneak in some last minute research. Have I got the maximum number of engineers available? Yes, I have. Okay. Nope. One engineer on the underfloor. That's going to the end of the season. That's fine. I've got 6 on the rear wing. What if I were to take one off? That would add 2 days on. It Wouldn't really do much to improve that. Maybe get it an extra day. Yeah, it's not worth it. I thought about moving a couple of engineers over from the rear wing onto the suspension, but we'll leave them as they are. It should be okay. So let's just accelerate some time. There's our final upgrade for the race simulator done. So our drivers will now get the full 100% XP boost benefit. And there we go. We are ready for race prep. So, a good-ish stream. We pulled level with Haas, which, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to be able to do this week, tonight with the 2 races that we had. I do think we have got the chance with a fresh engine of maybe sneaking 1 more point. I just don't know whether or not we're going to be able to hold back Magnussen. He is going to be the real issue that we're going to have to deal with. It's going to be Gasly versus Magnussen now, basically, for the last 2 races of the season. See if we can score that extra point and stop them from scoring a point. If they do, that's it. That's all she wrote, because we're not going to be able to outscore them, I don't think, if they're scoring as well. I think our best bet is just sneaking a point from one of the last 2 races and hoping that they don't score at all, and then we'll get 8th place. It's going to be tough, but we will have that fresh engine. Hopefully the next 2 tracks will be a little bit kinder to our car. Brazil could be tricky, but the DRS zones are spaced out, so it's not like Mexico, where if you get caught out on that start-finish straight, you also suffer on the following DRS zone as well. The 2 zones at Brazil are different, have different detection zones. And Abu Dhabi has less awkward cornering than it did before, so with the removal of some of those chicanes. So that might be a little bit kinder to our car. So yeah, we shall see. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time, 10:30 in the evening UK time, and we will be finishing off season 1 of our Williams career. So thanks for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed it tonight, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow night. Bye for now.